Assalamu alaikum students. This is your English teacher from FEI. I hope you all are very well. Well, today the topic which we'll be dealing with is something which forms the base of English language, English grammar. Without this, we just cannot imagine our English language. Anyone who masters this topic can for sure speak some really good English and also write as well. So our today's topic is tenses. And I'll be dealing with the first part of it today, and the next video will be about its second part. So, what are tenses? What is it all about? That is what we'll be discussing in our today's video. So, here are our contents which we'll be talking about. First of all, the introduction of tenses itself, then its classification based on time frame, classification based on aspect. Then there's also a block diagram of tenses. Then there are rules which we have to follow. Then we'll be dealing with the present tense, past tense, and future tense. First of all, let's see what this tense is all about. What does it mean? The word tense is derived from Latin word tempus, which means time. A verb indicates the time of an action, event, or condition by changing its form. So tense is basically a Latin word. लातीनी ज़बान का लफ्ज़ है tense, जिसका मतलब वक्त है, time है. It has been derived from a Latin word called tempus, और tempus को Latin language में time कहते हैं. So this is what tense does. Tense हमें वक्त दिखाता है. कोई भी action जो हुई होती है उसका वक्त किस condition में हुआ है. That is what tense shows us. Now, based on the time frame, we have categorized tense in three main types. तीन मुख्तलिफ tense है हमारे पास. Number one is present tense, number second past tense, and number third is future tense. I'm sure you must have heard these names earlier as well. Present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense means जो अभी वक्त है, past is जो बीत गया है, and the future is जो आने वाला वक्त है. Present tense expresses an unchanging, repeated or recurring action of situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth. So what does this present tense do? ये express करता है कोई unchanging या repeated या recurring action. कोई ऐसा action जो repeat होता है, जो habitual होता है, जो daily basis पे होता है. And also, it can represent a widespread truth. एक universally acknowledged truth, एक fact. उसको भी ये express करता है. Past tense का क्या काम होता है? It expresses an action or situation that was started and finished in the past. कोई ऐसा action, कुछ ऐसी situation जो past में start हुआ था और past में ही finish हो गया था कोई action. Then comes our future tense. Future tense expresses an action or situation that will occur in the future. Future tense का काम क्या होता है? It will talk about an action which is going to take place in future. जो अभी हुआ नहीं होता है, बल्कि होने वाला होता है future में, आने वाले वक्त में. Based on the aspect, verbs have been categorized into four main categories. That is, indefinite or simple, continuous or progressive, perfect or complete, and the last one is perfect continuous. So these four are the aspects of verb tenses. We have indefinite tense, which is also called as simple tense. We have continuous tense, which is also called as progressive tense. Then we have perfect tense, and the last one is perfect continuous tense. So what is the function of these tenses? Whenever we have a present simple or past simple or future simple tense, it just describes an action, but it doesn't describe whether that action is finished or not. Continuous tense talks about continuous tenses which are not complete yet, which are still happening. जो अभी एक्शन फिनिश नहीं हुआ होता है वो अभी भी हो ही रहा होता है. Perfect tense talks about an action that has been finished, जो बिल्कुल हो गया है. और perfect continuous tense का क्या काम है? It combines the complete tenses and incomplete tenses to describe an action which was in progress and then finished. Perfect continuous tense हमें दिखाता है कोई action जो है वो progress में था और बाद में वो finish हो गया. So based on all these things which we talked about, we have 12 basic verb tenses in English grammar. And you have to keep this in mind. So first of all, we divided the tense into 3 main categories based on time, that was present, past and future. And then based on aspect, we further divided them into 4 categories, that is present indefinite or present simple tense, present continuous or present progressive tense, present perfect continuous. In the same way, we have past tenses as well, past indefinite or past simple tense, past continuous or past progressive tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense, future indefinite or future simple, future continuous or future progressive, future perfect and future perfect continuous. Now we will be discussing all these tenses one by one. Before that, here is a list of rules which you have to keep in mind. Once you master these rules, then you can use them in a very good way, in a very skillful way. So you have to keep in mind whenever we are talking about present tense, past tense, future tense, or based on their aspect, we are talking about simple present or simple continuous, then perfect, progressive. These are the rules which we have to keep in mind. For example, if we talk about present simple tense, we have to use first of all subject, then the first form of verb, and then the rest of the sentence. Same goes with other tenses as well. Make sure you will go through this picture, this chart again and again. Now, first of all, let's talk about present tense. As we said, that it has been further divided into 4 categories based on the aspect. So first of all, present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and last one is present perfect continuous tense. Let's see what present indefinite tense or present simple tense does. It is used to describe an action, an event, or condition that is occurring in the present at the moment of speaking or writing. प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस का काम होता है कोई ऐसा एक्शन दिखाना जो नॉर्मली होता है, जो यूजुअल बेसिस पे होता है, या ये एक फैक्ट को भी रिप्रेजेंट करता है जो फैक्ट कभी चेंज नहीं हो सकता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई प्ले या ही शी प्लेज. नाउ mind you that why have we used play in the first sentence and plays in the second sentence? Whenever we have subject like I, we, you, they, we use a verb without s, but whenever we have he, she, it, or any other name, we add s to the verb. So I play, or he, she plays, or he goes to school regularly, or the sun rises in the east. It's a fact, we cannot change it. Next one is present continuous tense. Now, what does this present continuous tense tell us? The present continuous tense or present progressive tense emphasizes the continuing nature of an act, event, or action. It talks about an action which is still going on at the moment. इस लम्हे, इस पल, इस वक्त जो कंटिन्यू कोई एक्शन हो रहा है, प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस टेंस हमें उस बारे में बताता है. Again, while you're watching this video, you will pause it here and then go back to the chart where we have rules. There, we have already discussed the rules, and whenever we have to use present continuous tense, what are we going to use? First of all, we write the subject plus is, am, or are plus fourth form of verb, or you can say ing form of verb, and then rest of the sentence. कोई एक्शन जो इस पल हो रहा है वो प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस टेंस हमें दिखाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू आर वॉचिंग वीडियो, इस टाइम पे आप वीडियो देख रहे हैं. आई एम टीचिंग यू, मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ. तो अभी एक्शन कंटिन्यू हो रहा है, अभी ख़त्म नहीं हुआ. प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस टेंस हमें यही दिखाता है. आई एम प्लेइंग, he, she is playing, or they are playing. Remember, whenever we use I, it takes am with it. He, she, it, or any other name takes is with it, and they or you takes are with it. So this is present continuous tense for you. Next comes, students, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to describe action that began in the past and continues into the present or just been completed. Present perfect tense हमें उस एक्शन के बारे में बताता है जो पास्ट में स्टार्ट हुआ था और प्रेजेंट में या तो कंटिन्यू है या तो ख़त्म हो गया है. An action that has taken place in the past and now it has been completed. Just been completed. Okay, so we have certain examples of this present perfect tense. I have played, she has played. Now, what rules we have to follow while we are talking about present perfect tense? Again, go back to the chart and see. First of all, we use subject plus has or have plus third form of verb, which is also called past participle. Third form of verb and plus the rest of the sentence. Mind you, I, we, you, they take have with them, and he, she, it, or any other name take has with it. Okay, so I said that subject plus has or have plus third form or past participle plus rest of the sentence. I have played, because played is the third form of verb. Play, played, played. Or I have eaten my lunch, because eaten is the third form. Eat, ate, second, eaten, third, eating, fourth. So, present perfect tense tells us about an action that has been just completed. Next comes present perfect continuous tense. Now, what is this present perfect continuous tense? Present perfect continuous tense is something that is used to describe an action, event, or condition that has begun in the past and continues into the present. ये हमें उस एक्शन के बारे में बताता है जो कि पास्ट में स्टार्ट हुआ है, कल स्टार्ट हुआ है, परसों स्टार्ट हुआ है, पिछले महीने स्टार्ट हुआ है, एंड स्टिल इट इज़ कंटिन्यूइंग इन द प्रेजेंट, और अभी भी चल रहा है. पास्ट में स्टार्ट हुआ है और प्रेजेंट में अभी भी चल रहा है. Now, what are the rules which we have to follow while dealing with present perfect continuous tense? Subject plus has been या have been plus fourth form of verb या ing form of verb plus rest of the sentence. Again, you should know I, we, you, or they take have been with them. He, she, it, or any other name take has with it. So, present perfect continuous tense talks about an action that has begun in the past and is still continuing in the present. I have been playing since morning. मैं सुबह से खेल रहा हूँ. ठीक है, मैंने मॉर्निंग में स्टार्ट किया है, अभी भी खेल रहा हूँ. या she has been playing for 3 hours. पिछले 3 घंटों से वो खेल रही है. या I have been waiting for her for 2 hours. मैं उसका वेट कर रही हूँ या कर रहा हूँ 2 घंटों से. So, present perfect continuous tense talks about an action that has begun in the past and continues into the present. Students, we are going to stop here. And in my second video of tenses, in the second part, we'll be talking about past tense and future tense, and also about their subcategories. I hope things are quite clear to you. Please watch the video again. Once you are good with tenses, you can use them effectively. So practice and practice until you master, the usage of tenses. Take good care of yourselves. I shall be back soon with another video.